Hello, 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 and welcome. My name is Nick. Sitting across from me is Q, and once again, we are here to save the universe. So glad that you have joined us again. However you have joined us, whether you're watching us right now on YouTube or you're listening to us on Apple Podcast or Pandora or Spotify or Podbean. There's so many different ways to listen to podcasts, and hope that you are doing that. I prefer listening to us than having to look at myself personally. I don't usually watch the videos.
No, I listen to. I'm and it's interesting. I mean, how do you feel about Joe Rogan going to Spotify only?
It's in. I mean, what? He got paid like $100 million, didn't he?
I don't know how much he got.
It's way up there.
Yeah. So yeah, good for him.
I just don't listen to podcasts on Spotify. I'm the guy. I want Spotify to be music. I want it to bring me recommendations of music. So I'm kind of like a compartmentalized music on Spotify, podcast on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
But I wonder if I'm normal or if that's abnormal.
I don't know. But I don't know. But if somebody pays me $100 million, I can become really, really like, I can go to one really quick. Whichever one of those pays me $100 million. Yeah.
I guess.
We're also joined, of course, by our lovely producer, Jeffrina. Jeffrina, how are you today? You doing good?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good.
I feel like every time that Jeff starts talking that our show just got moved to like public access.
He's gouty today.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you ever had gout?
Never.
Ooh.
Well, I don't know. I think I can withstand pain more than other people.
Dude,
You wouldn't be able to withstand this.
I'm telling you, I could. Like,
Look.
I may have had, it's kind of like migraines. I think I may have had gout and may have had migraines and just been like, I just got a little pain.
dude, I'm telling you, if you ever have like a real full on like gout attack in like your big toe or something like that, you can't even put a sheet. You have to put your foot out from under the covers because the sheet touching your toe hurts immensely.
I know, but that's again pain threshold.
I'm just telling you, there's certain things that it doesn't matter what your pain threshold is, it just hurts.
There's a lot of people
nothing
say
you can do
like
about
if you
it.
step on fire, you're gonna have to it's gonna burn so bad. But there's people who walk across fire all the time.
Yeah, but they usually spend like their life and that like building up. I mean, like people who do that for like rites of passage, they like spend their life like building up calluses and stuff on the bottom of their feet so they can do it.
Pain tolerance.
You're just gonna dismiss it. But there's your foot. You try to keep it as still as possible, especially when you're trying to sleep, and then your toe just decides to twitch, and then you want to scream because it hurts so bad.
It's awful. It's really bad, and it turns out because I did some research on it, and fortunately I haven't had a gout attack in a while. I don't know what I've done different, but anyway,
Thank you, God.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very thankful. I told I haven't eaten near as much fast food over the last several months, and I'm thinking that might have something to do with it because diet has a lot to do with things like that. But anyway, but basically what gout is the same like crystals and stuff that form to make like a kidney stone. Basically, those form in your joint, and so it's almost like putting like rock in your joint. So if it even, like you said, twitches, it's like immense amount of pain. Yeah.
Here's the thing about pain. Like, I just don't worry about pain that much anymore. When I dislocated my ankle, it was an immense amount of pain. Okay?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But it also probably like went numb.
I was able to get up, force myself to a car, and then passed out immediately from the pain.
Yeah.
The exertion through the pain.
Yeah.
I've had pain twice in my life that's caused me to pass out. One was that. The other was an inner thigh cramp that would not go away. That I was trying to get to go away. And the next thing I know, my wife's waking me up in the floor. So here's the thing I know. I don't know what level of pain makes me like scream and wail like, oh God, it hurts so bad. But my body gets to the level I can withstand the pain until the point my body goes, good night, bro. We're done. So like that's
so
okay.
you don't scream and wail from pain because your body just shuts down.
It goes, good night. Like we're done. We'll wake up when this is over.
You ever thrown up from pain?
I've never thrown up from pain.
I've thrown up from pain one time.
No.
Yeah, I actually, if you look at the end of my pinky finger, I was one time moving a couch, and a guy we all know, I had to put my hand in between the couch and the wall, and I told the guy, "Hey, pull it out a little bit so I can get my hand in there." And for some reason, he heard push, and so I had literally just like the tip of my pinky, and so it looked like when I pulled my pinky out, it looked like the end of a hot dog that had been in the microwave too long. It had literally just like exploded, and like there was pieces of pinky just unfolded on the end. And it turns out you have a lot of nerves in the tips of your fingers. And I remember like I got to the bathroom. I was just like trying to rinse it off and try to stop it from bleeding, and then I just started throwing up in the sink. It was bad. It was something like I got to the doctor, and like the doctor walks in and goes, "Ooh, I don't think I can fix that."
That's not good.
So, but he just like started just shooting Novocaine into it, and then folding it back and trying to stitch it. And yeah, you can. I mean, I've got a little scar there for the rest of my life.
Wow.
Yeah. So that and gout are probably my two pain moments of my worst pain moments. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, we should. That's what we should do. One day we should just get a car battery in here and see how high we got to crank it up for Q to pass out.
Pain. I always thought pain was an indicator that death is close. But then, like, I get a thing like a blood clot, which is not even hardly hurting, and it's like,
yeah,
you have to like deal with that, and everybody takes it so serious. I'm like, that didn't even cause any pain. Like, so you don't know. Like,
no.
I think pain. I don't know. The best definition I ever heard of pain is that pain is fear leaving the body. That's the definition of pain.
No.
Yes.
It's not.
It is.
It's not. Pain is your body.
I will tell you why.
Pain is your body telling you something is wrong.
I'll tell you why that's real. Why pain is fear leaving the body. When I dislocated my ankle, a lot of pain. Well, now I'm not nearly as scared about dislocating my ankle. I thought like it would be like, when that happened, I thought, oh my gosh, I'll never walk again. I'll never do anything again. I'm this crippled guy, But like, that was all fear I had, and that pain has taken that away.
Well, I can tell you this: I never want to smash my pinky open again. Ever.
What if you do? You're gonna be okay.
Now that I have felt that pain, I'm not okay. I'm like, no, I don't want it to ever happen again.
You
ever
know
in my
you'll
life.
be okay if it happens. You got your pinky squeezing that little stuff. You squeeze.
Yeah, I know, but
it's
still, I don't want it to ever happen again. It's just like we were talking about earlier. I've been punched in the face before. I'm good. I don't ever need to be punched in the face again.
Yeah,
you
need to be punched a few more times.
I don't.
You do. I do too.
Pain is your body saying something's wrong. Let's make some changes so this doesn't ever happen again.
I need to be punched in my face a couple times.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
But the problem is these days when you get in the moments when you like are getting where you might get punched in the face, like people take it too extreme. Everybody's on edge these days.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
Like you can't get in a fight right now. The culture is just too crazy right now to try to get in a fight.
What's the difference between getting in a fight 5 years ago and getting in a fight right now?
It's like 2020, COVID.
So you're thinking
all the
like
tension that exists through all the different protests. Like everybody's just on edge. They're like, I think it just gets too violent right now. Like no one knows when to stop. Like it used to. Like okay, I'm getting in a fight. I'll beat you up. Now you've learned your lesson, or we fought. Now we got our aggression out. But now it's like, no, I don't know. Just people might stab you.
I'm going to kill you. Yeah,
so
there's no stop. Yeah,
right.
I'm not gonna just.
It's like wait.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a lot of things for 2021. So I'm gonna wait for my next fight I get into till after 2020 is over.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a fight in 2020 unless it's to protect somebody, and then I'm gonna go in there and be like, "Whoa, this is probably gonna end bad."
It probably will.
But I guess I gotta do it.
Yeah, I'm not. See,
if somebody like slaps my wife, I'm be like, "Oh gosh, this is gonna stink." It's 2020, but I guess I'm gonna go protect her and get in a fight. But usually, if somebody slapped my wife, I'd be like, "Well, I'm gonna beat you up now."
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, but now you got to think.
Now I got to worry about it.
Yeah, they probably have maybe 2 guns and 3 blades on them.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So now I got to worry about it.
Yeah.
This is 2020, man. I'm not playing basketball again.
So
until
you
after
just
2020's
walk
over.
around worrying about people slapping your wife and maybe having to defend her. That's just something you
Yes,
think
I
a lot about.
that a lot.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not playing basketball till 2020 is over. I'm not riding in a plane till 2020 is over. I don't know if I'm getting on another boat till 2020 is over. I got on a boat in 2020 and came off and felt like I was like floating for 7 days. It was the weirdest thing. So I just don't.
And probably got sun poisoning. Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just kind of. I'm in survival mode.
Kind of
for
bunkering
2020.
down for 20.
A little
I mean,
bit.
I think to a degree, I mean,
bit.
2020 is definitely out to get us all.
The decision I'm trying to make today. We have a ball game today. All right, in Florence.
Yeah. And you're a coach for our local high school football team.
So the decision I'm trying to make today is: do I ride in the bus and risk all that time with folks, which our coaches have been encouraged to drive themselves?
Well, then this decision is decision's made.
Well, it's do I ride in the bus? Do I ride with one of the other coaches? Or do I drive myself? So the bus is like COVID possibilities.
That's option Z.
But then I'm thinking, if I ride with this coach and he's driving, then I have no control if things go bonkos, wrecks, all that stuff.
Yeah, I like driving.
But then I'm by myself.
Like being the driver.
But then I'm by myself, and then I got to spend money on gas.
I mean, what if you flip that and you invited one of the coaches to ride with you?
Well, he's already driving. He's going to drive. I just know this guy, and so he's going to drive. But I think, well, I'm going to have to pay for gas if I ride with him.
That's true.
And it's a 2-hour drive.
And it's like 2.5 hours where you're going.
So
yeah, not a good way to get where you're going or not from here for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's that far.
But it is.
Florence, but it is.
It's a long way to Florence.
Yeah, it's weird.
One of my least favorite things is not driving. Like, I need an escape route.
Yeah.
If things get uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, like if we go out with other couples, my wife is like, I'm not going if we don't drive.
I'm okay with riding with some folks. It's just I'm overcautious in 2020.
Yeah.
Just a little bit like, and there was a wreck on the last traveling game. One of the cheerleaders' moms wrecked their car. I came up on it. It was like, went out there and it was like crazy. So, just stuff happens. I mean, I feel like I'm the best driver I know.
You're not. You're not.
Well,
you're
my
not
record says
you're
otherwise.
not the best driver in this room.
Well, I mean, if you want to go on feeling and emotions, you're probably right. But if you like going facts, I'm probably the best driver in this room.
I'm going on the fact that twice I've been in the car with you and you fell asleep behind the wheel.
Okay.
Two more times for that. So 4 times.
Okay. Fine. Nick, how many wrecks have you had while you've been driving?
How many wrecks have I had? I've had 2.
How many have you had, Jeff?
2.
I've had 0.
Yeah, but
0 wrecks. No, I want you to put that in perspective.
No, but if
0
I had not
wrecks.
been there to wake you up, you would have at least 2.
right.
No.
You have people encouraging you to stay awake.
There's people who can sleep and drive. That's a thing. It's a skill set. And I'm not a guy who hadn't driven a lot. I've driven a whole lot.
Yeah.
Drove to Jacksonville for
Yeah.
3 years. Drove to Mexico
Yeah.
multiple. I've never had a wreck while I was driving.
Well, I mean, in my defense, my first wreck was like a month after I started driving. So, I mean, like very, very early on. And I was driving a 1976 Gran Torino that did not have anti-lock brakes. If I had anti-lock brakes, I would not have had my first wreck. The brakes locked up and I slid. And my second one was just stupid.
Well, yeah, in my car.
Oh, I've had 3 wrecks.
Put my daughter in the car, by
That
the
one
way.
doesn't count
Whatever.
because that roundabout was dumb. I hate roundabouts. You can't go straight through a roundabout? I've never seen a roundabout in my life where you can go straight through it.
You don't even know anything. You don't know Oregon roundabouts. You just got to learn.
Well,
them.
no, I didn't. Yeah,
I
should have been warned.
I shouldn't have took you that way.
I should have been warned. But yes, that actually, I think I blocked that one out because the fact that your daughter was in the car with me, like,
She didn't even have a speech issue until that wreck.
Grief, man.
that's if I didn't know that was a lie, I probably would go, but you probably wouldn't see me for 2 weeks. I would be in such a hole of depression. But yeah, because I was just immediately, are you okay? Yeah, but I mean, because that was that like 10 seconds of my life. I think I'm reliving it right now, and I think we need to stop recording. But my other wreck was, it was funny. I was a youth minister, and one of my youth had given me a little card, and it said like, and everything I do and say, let everything I do and say reflect Christ in every way. And I was like, oh, this is a good reminder. So I'll sit this in my dash, like right here, like below the speedometer. And I went to sit it in my dash, and it fell on my floorboard. And I reached down to pick it up in my floorboard. And when I came back up, I was going off the side of the road, and I hit a stop sign with my rear mirror on the passenger side, and it knocked the mirror through my passenger side window, and the whole window just slapped me in the face. Yeah, so that one was just dumb. That was just mere stupidity. And it was also, I was pretty sure it was just like, me going, oh, okay, well, I'm not actually going to be able to do this card because I've already not done it. Because I said things immediately that I shouldn't have said.
I'll just say in my defense, I've never had a wreck.
I will say I don't know how. As many times as I've been in the car with you, I don't know how.
It's my reflexes are pretty dang good.
I know, but you have yet to see a bumper that you don't want to get as close to as possible.
Well, I think that's a lot of people drive is counterintuitive. They think like if you're like super defensive, you'll be all right, but you got to.
No, I agree with you there, but 2 feet from the car in front of you is a little close. It's a little close.
Reflexes, man. It's years of sharpening them has now allowed me to go through this long without having a wreck.
What?
And look, I know I'm getting older, so I feel it. Like I don't get as close to bumpers as I used to. I'm a little more cautious. Mm-hmm. With the blood clot, they take you on blood thinners. You don't need to have a wreck. So I've been like super kind of like thinking through that.
Because you rode with me one day, and he was like, "Don't have a wreck, don't have a wreck."
Yeah, because you had 3, which averages out to how? I mean, it's averages your driving life. You've been how old are you? You're 41. You've been driving for 25
almost
years.
42.
So imagine you've had a wreck every 8 years.
That's not bad. But B, I have.
Is it not bad?
But B, I haven't.
Look up on you. Can you Google something? Look up what's the average number of wrecks a person has in their lifetime in America.
Have you been in a wreck that wasn't your fault?
Yes. One that was like not traumatic, but like hydroplane off of a interstate, hit a rail and then like went into a ditch. Didn't flip or anything.
You were in the car?
I was in the passenger seat. It hit on my side.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not fun.
The average person will have a car accident once every 18 or so years.
So you're like,
so I'm done.
No,
yeah.
you're like,
I've got them all done.
You are worse. You're averaging one every 8 in the average. You are one every 8 and the average is one every 18.
I'm done. So like 18, 36. What's 36 plus 18? Golly bum, I can't do math anymore. It's like what, 54? Yeah, 54. That's right. So 54 years. So you're supposed to 3 wrecks every 54 years then. Sure. Right? A wreck every 18 is 3 wrecks in 54 years. So I'm done.
No, you got to start at 16.
I'm done.
You got to start at 16. You don't start driving until 16.
No, but he said a wreck every 18 years.
Of driving.
Yeah. So, 54 years from 16 is 70. So I'm not going to have another wreck till I'm after 70. And I probably won't even be driving by then. And I probably won't be alive. Well, so I'm done.
I've made it 20. Yeah. I've made it 25 years and not had a wreck.
Yeah, so you got a bunch coming. So I'm not riding with you anymore.
It means I'm like defying the odds. I'm like, I don't know, like the Mickey Mantle of driving.
Mickey Mantle's where you went?
Yeah. He's better than average.
He was definitely better than average. There's definitely no doubt about that.
You're like, I don't know, the guy that used to play for the Huntsville Stars.
Hey, the Huntsville Stars had some good players. They went on to play in the major leagues. Jose Canseco played for the Huntsville Stars.
Yours didn't go on to play the major leagues.
Oh, that's good.
Yours played for the minor leagues like 2 years and then went and started selling cars.
Mhm.
Like the Volvo dealership. Because he thought it was kind of cool and edgy. But then he like regretted it that he didn't sell very many Volvos. And to repair his that he bought was expensive. And so he got kind of frustrated and then took an insurance job. And now he goes to his job every day and he hates it. That's the guy.
That's the guy. That's the guy I drive like. That's my driving comparison.
Yeah.
But all I can think of now is I want to have an episode.
And his
where
his kid's a little bit emo. Dude, just so you know.
What's wrong with emo, man?
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, like, he just didn't see it coming.
Rena's a little bit emo.
Well, yeah, he was emo before emo existed. But yeah, aka depressed. I mean, but you know, but he just didn't see it coming. He didn't see his kid being emo. He thought his kid would be like Leonard Skinner, like he did. And they didn't, you know. He got in the car one day to take her car to get something fixed on it, and she didn't even get a Volvo because they hate Volvos now. It was like some Camry, and there's a Billie Eilish song on, and he was like, "What the crap is this?" He was so frustrated with life.
So this guy's not that old if his son's listening to Billie Eilish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, all I can
Not
think,
Billy Idol,
Yeah, I know Billie Eilish. Yeah.
the girl.
Yeah.
That's
Very talented. She's extremely talented.
sure.
Yeah. No.
I've tried.
Have you?
I listened and thought, this is the process my mind went through with Billie Eilish. Oh, that's a really interesting song. Oh, maybe she's trying to do shock value. Let me check this out. Oh, no, she has a good voice. Nah, it's too weird. Just dumb. Now she's just being dumb.
Hey, that does remind me. I actually had this thought the other day. What is there a point where, like, as we grow older, that we just don't buy new music ever again? We just continue to listen. Like we just stop. We reach a point where we're just like, no more new music.
I hope not.
I'm just going to listen to all the stuff that I've
I
been
think
listening to my entire life.
I think that might be normal, but I hope that's not for me. I actually really enjoy discovering new things.
I do too.
Yeah. But Billie Eilish isn't it for me. And I tried.
Yeah, I mean, as
You
long as you try. I mean, yeah.
Billie Eilish is like when that coconut flavored lollipop came out with the Dum Dum, the coconut one. Like I tried it like 3 or 4 times.
I like the coconut one.
Yeah, that's fine.
I like it. It's good.
I mean, I understand why people like
Yeah,
it.
you get to like what you want.
I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was helping a youth group when Old Town Road came out by Lil Nas X. And I think that was the point where I was like, I've officially gotten old and I don't like music anymore.
Music is.
I kind of like Old Town Road
It's like already in my head.
in a guilty pleasure type way.
It's catchy as heck. But
It is
good
catchy.
grief. Like,
I mean, I'm not gonna like turn it on when I'm like in a reflective mood, but when I'm in like a goofy, like whatever, I might throw it on. You know what I listened to this morning?
Have you ever thought that like Billy Ray Cyrus's big comeback would be like in a rap song?
yeah.
You know what I listened to this morning?
No.
Charlotte Church.
Oh. That
That was what I played on Spotify this morning.
that's interesting. I mean, beautiful, absolutely beautiful voice.
Oh, great voice.
Oh man, she can sing. I love Charlotte Church.
Somebody told me yesterday they were like, you need to listen to. I'd only listened to Charlotte Church as any kind of opera singer in my past,
Mm-hmm.
but somebody yesterday said you need to listen to more opera music, and I took it to heart.
Why did they give a reason?
No,
Mm-hmm.
that's what they were listening to. It was a high school student. I was like, what kind of music you listen to now? And they're like, I'm really listening to opera right now.
Mm.
It's like, all right. So you
Wow.
should check some of that out now. I go, okay.
I don't listen to a lot of opera. I do. I mean, I guess some of it's opera. I love listening to like Josh Groban and Andrea Bocelli. Have you ever listened to a lot of Andrea Bocelli?
No.
That dude can sing. Oh god. Actually, Andrea Bocelli and Charlotte Church have a duet that's really really good. You should check it out.
When I pulled up Charlotte Church this morning, the first song,
Mm-hmm.
didn't sound like an opera song. Is she like branched out some? now?
Yes, she has.
Okay.
Yeah, she's done some popular music.
It's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Yeah, it turns out just singing opera doesn't
doesn't pay
pay
the
the
bills.
bills.
Especially during COVID world. Ain't nobody going to no operas right
No,
now.
nobody's going to an opera house anytime soon.
Hmm.
Yeah. Man, I just really want to. I want to try to figure out your pain threshold. I want to see if we can make you pass out one episode. It'll be fun.
One time, I had a scar for a long time. It's still kind of here. You can see this lines right here.
Mhm.
I one time put salt on my hand and put an ice cube down on it and held it for so long that it literally burnt a freezer burn into
So
my
you
hand.
basically
that
got
lasted.
frostbite on the back of your hand.
Yeah,
Why?
because I can withstand that pain.
Trying to do a Fight Club thing.
I could. Do you not, when you feel some pain and you make it through it, go, I felt a little bit alive in that moment?
Gosh,
Do you really not?
you're getting in dangerous territory. Here.
Why is that dangerous territory?
All the weird cutting situations. And
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, there's something about when your body goes through something that you didn't know it could go through. Like you push through a threshold.
I get that. I mean, I think
I think any hard thing, let's do away with physical pain. Any hard thing you have to accomplish, there's a level of pain you have to go
no doubt
through
about
to
it.
accomplish it.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
I think I think growth is painful, and I think in order to grow, we have to go through some sort of emotional, intellectual, physical, whatever kind of pain it is.
Like here's
Yeah.
the thing. I know there'll be a moment. We joke about me playing basketball again. I know there'll be a moment where I'm going to be like, I really want to go try to play basketball, and there's going to be the fear inside. It's going to be like, you could really mess up your ankle again, so you better not go play basketball. And I'm going to have to make a decision in that moment.
Yeah.
And the truth is that I don't know what would happen. I could put a brace on and everything might be fine, or I might go out there and mess it up worse and mess up the rest of my life. But I also, if I go out there and be fine, I could have so much fun. And it could be this incredible moment. I could like meet some folks. Who knows what could happen from that moment. But I got to make a decision. Am I willing to risk the perceived pain to try to accomplish this? Now you take that in real life, all right? Job, ministry, whatever. Like when you have some kind of dream or idea of something you would like to accomplish, there's all these like negative scenarios that could come from it. Like if I put myself out there, people could laugh at me.
Yeah.
I could fail. I could make a mess of this. But then on the other side, there's also the like I could do something great. God could use this in an incredible way. And that's not what I'm talking about. Like you have to sometimes make those decisions. Am I willing to risk what pain might come for what success might be there as well?
Or in a lot of situations, am I willing to go through the pain that I know will come?
Yeah,
to
sometimes you know
accomplish
it's
this?
going to be
I mean,
something, for sure.
sometimes you know it's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and absolutely. I mean, and I think that there is.
So when I say pain tolerance and threshold, I'm talking even in that. Like that's threshold. That's you going.
Yeah.
All right, I think emotionally, and in my mental health, I can handle this amount of pain threshold to try to accomplish this.
Yeah.
Even though I know some of it might be hell to go through it. I think I can do this.
Yeah.
Does that make sense, Jeff?
I think. Never mind. You're good.
No, I agree. I think it absolutely makes sense. But I think we have to decide in our own lives, what's worth the risk.
It is
a basketball game worth the risk?
It is our decision.
Yeah,
and that's what's
absolutely.
great about our own personal freedom that God gives us. It's our decision to decide.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid sometimes it goes both ways. Sometimes people make foolish decisions and get really hurt for no reason. On the other side, I think sometimes people don't risk the pain because they're worried about what might happen and they miss out on incredible opportunities.
I agree completely.
I'll never forget. And this is the thing that's pushing me to play another basketball game. Honestly, again, I'm not playing in 2020. I've decided that. All right, 2020. I don't know who you are out there, but you're messing with 2020. You're a bad man. Like 2020, I ain't messing with you. I'm trying to survive you. All right, but this guy who was a bull rider. He's a friend of mine, and he got hit into a fence by a bull, and crushed his whole face. Had to have plates put in. You know this guy. Had to have plates put in, all this stuff.
Yeah.
So we had to go through this reconstructive surgery. I mean, tough stuff. Back messed up, everything.
Mm-hmm.
He went back and rode one more time. And it's like this thing in bull riding, like when that happens, you're supposed to go do it one more time, just so you don't live with this thing
that's like your last experience.
Yeah, like something that you loved, something that you enjoyed so much. Your last experience is just tied to the pain. So I don't want basketball, which I've loved playing. I've had so much great experience my whole life. I don't want the last time I ever played basketball be with me like dragging myself across the court with my foot facing the wrong direction and passing out in some dude's car I never rode in before. Like, I don't want that to be the last experience I ever have of basketball. I want to make like a really great shot the last time.
Yeah.
And like walk off and go,
I'm good.
Man. Love basketball. Basketball was great.
Yeah. And maybe you should. Maybe you should just go out there long enough to make a great shot and just be like, take your shirt off and walk off the court.
Maybe. I might do that. What was it? The truffle shuffle. Well, no, whatever. Who knows?
Hey, by the way, speaking of 2020, did you see the weather in Colorado? What happened this past week? So it was 100 degrees like last weekend. In 2 days, it dropped 70 degrees and they had a snowstorm.
Oh my gosh!
How's that even possible?
I saw a map. So like kind of like California, they were having some fire outbreaks because of the dry and the heat. And there was this map of Colorado with like weather report, and it was like northwest corner was red and said fire, and like the northeast corner was like red and said fire, and then in the middle was white and said snow.
That's crazy, man.
70 degrees in 2 days.
2020 has been an unprecedented year of just. I hold on. Let me take that back. I don't know if it's been a year of more crazy things, or if because Corona shut us down, that we have been more perceptive of all the crazy things happening because we ain't got anything else to do. A lot of us. I mean,
to a degree, that's probably true. But double hurricanes in the Gulf.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't care how perceptive you are. That hasn't happened in my lifetime. Yeah.
I mean, the amount of fires happening out west.
Oh, I know.
It's crazy, man.
Did you hear how the latest one started in California?
No.
It was a gender reveal.
Did you say ginger?
Gender.
Oh.
A gender reveal.
I thought somebody got their hair color changed.
I'm a redhead now. Or somebody just presenting their redheaded child like the Lion King.
Yeah. So how did a gender?
It was an explode. They used an explosive to like blow this powder up that was going to be pink or blue, and it ignited and it started the fire that is now currently in California.
So they get prosecuted
outside of San Francisco.
They get prosecuted.
Oh yeah, they're probably going to go to jail. Yeah,
if they have a courthouse anymore,
yeah,
they'll get prosecuted.
Dude, there were pictures from San Francisco I saw yesterday. It's like 3:00 in the afternoon, and the sky was just like red.
Mm-hmm.
It was freaky looking.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. So don't mess with 2020.
Look, I think we're getting close on time here.
Yeah.
So, 2020. Here's what I'd like to do over the next couple maybe podcast is I'd love to us take some of these issues that have come up in 2020 and let's like walk it back and let's say if we knew they were coming, what we would have done.
Yeah.
Because here's the one thing that I'll remember this quote for the rest of all my life. If you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it.
Doomed to repeat it.
So I think if we're going to save the universe, what we can do
during
2020 is say that we need to have a show where we say the next time double hurricanes come, here's how you handle that. We need to have a show that says how to properly do a gender reveal and not cause a fire.
Just don't have one. Nobody
Did you
wants
do
to
gender?
go to those things.
Did you do gender reveals for any of your?
That was
three
not even a deal, man. I guess it was starting to be a deal, but no.
It's dumb, isn't it? I mean,
You know why people want to do gender reveals?
Another reason to get presents and stuff, or I mean, I don't know. Do they do presents for gender reveals?
We love to be seen and thought important, and it's another way to like see us and be important. That's why we do this podcast.
That's probably very true. But yeah, no, we definitely. I think we should get ahead of this thing about studying 2020, and because because 100 years from now in textbooks they're going to be studying 2020.
Yeah,
and they're going to be saying, "Here's what they did. Let's not do that."
And 100 years from now, if we do this right over the next few weeks, 100 years from now, they may take our podcast, transcript it out, and it could become the textbook.
We could be like the Bill and Ted of the future, because Bill and Ted save the world in the future with their music. We could save the world in the future with our podcast.
Absolutely.
So yeah, absolutely.
The
That'd
Lewis
be great.
and Clark of our time.
The Lewis and Clark. I don't think that's a good analogy.
Yeah, we're like exploring the unknown.
Dean Cain? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't even know that reference. It's such a nerdy reference.
Lois and Clark. He was Superman on Lois and Clark.
That's such a.
It was so random.
It is.
I love it.
That's the dumbest thing you've said in this podcast.
All right. So in closing, don't get in a car with Q because he is due for a wreck any minute now.
Maybe today on Wood of Florence.
Just don't watch Final Destination.
If you're ever in a fight with Q, just try to get just the right amount of pain because his body will shut down and pass out, and you're good after that.
Not happening in 2020. Not fighting you in 2020.
Just running.
You want to fight me? I'm be like, nah, man. I'm gonna go lock myself in my car. Fight my car.
Hey, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Hey, please go like and subscribe and do all those things. We're still, we need some more ratings, especially on like Apple Podcasts. If we get enough, they'll actually start publishing our ratings and everything like that. So please go rate, review, tell people how much you like us. Unless you don't like us, and then please don't do any of those things. And make sure you check out our YouTube channel. We put out another restaurant. Went by and ate at one of our favorite places, Asia Garden. Gave you a review of that, so you want to go do that as well. And we'll have some more content coming. But on behalf of Rena, our lovely producer, that's Q, I'm Nick. And once again, the universe is a safe place to live. You're welcome.